Welcome back, guys, to another video. We got some pretty big things, especially some price targets, which we all like to see. So usually when we invest in Tesla stock, it's always nice to see some Wall Street analysts or some major institutions, big banks, big hedge funds saying that X stock is going to X amount. Usually it's a good sign and the share prices do go up, and the bolder the share price target that they pick, the higher the stock goes. And right now, Oppenheimer is one of the biggest Wall Street guys, and their analyst is giving Tesla stock a $1,000 price target. Yes, you heard this right. Oppenheimer is giving Tesla a 1K price target, which is something that we have never seen before. This is probably the most bullish analyst on Tesla, and on Wednesday, they pretty much gave Tesla a $1,036 price target from a low of $486. And the new target is the highest among the 37 analysts surveyed, and nearly double the average price target of Tesla of roughly $550. So right now, Tesla seems to be doing pretty good. And I've never been really seeing Tesla getting a $1,000 price target. Wedbush analysts also have been giving Tesla a $950 price target, but that's not $1,000. Oppenheimer is actually bold enough to give Tesla a price target that's a little over 1K, which is super interesting because that means they're valuating Tesla at roughly $1 trillion market cap. And that means if you add up all the other car manufacturers in the world, it wouldn't even add up to the size of Tesla. And that is pretty interesting. And let's just see what happens, because the reason why Oppenheimer is giving it a $1,000 price target is because Tesla is simplifying the manufacturing process. They have gigafactories everywhere in the world. They got China, they got Germany, and also here in America. And they also are thinking about expanding possibly to Indonesia and also India. So we have some amazing catalysts coming up for this car company this year. And there's also a lot of success in scaling up the volume. I think the reason why the $1,000 price target is there is if you check out all the other electric car companies right now, Mercedes-Benz, Ford, General Motors, they're all having some troubles trying to scale up their electric car vehicle production. That's why you can't really order their electric vehicles right now, right away. You gotta wait for like the next half a year or the next couple years to receive it. Whereas Tesla, if you order it right now, it comes to your house within a few weeks. So you kind of get the idea. And Tesla is also expanding their battery production, which the other car companies are not, and they're strictly relying on third-party companies out there. Tesla also has the Gigafactory Berlin, which strictly only makes vehicles and also batteries, and once it's fully operational, it would be the biggest battery factory in the world. The Nevada Gigafactory will probably be the second biggest battery factory in the world, and Tesla for 2021 is investing a lot of money into the 4680 battery cell production line. On top of that, we should be seeing the 4680 battery in the Model 3s. We should also be seeing the 4680 batteries in the Model Ys in Berlin, and also possibly setting up a Indonesian gigafactory to extract the nickel over there, since nickel is a very expensive and rare resource that makes lithium-ion batteries pretty dense. So you kind of get what I'm talking about here. And if you check out all the other car companies, Oppenheimer kind of sees this. All the other car companies know that making a battery factory is super important, but no one is really doing it. One of the best examples is the Ford CEO. He's pretty talented and actually acknowledges that a battery factory is necessary. But when asked about any plans, he said there are no plans. If you check out Mercedes-Benz, BMW, for example, those really big German car companies, they don't really have any plans for a battery factory either. Also, if you check out the charging station, which also has been scaling up as well, Tesla even has a supercharger V3 stall factory in Shanghai, which is a few kilometers from the Gigafactory. And Tesla's charging station network is really good. You don't really see a Porsche charging station network. You don't really see a Mercedes-Benz or a Volkswagen charging network. You see other third-party networks like ChargePoint, Blink Charging, for example. So Tesla has this really good network of superchargers where other companies do not, and they kind of have to rely on either Tesla in the future or other third-party companies. So Tesla's kind of like the Apple of the vehicle world. They have their own kind of feel. They have their own software updates. It's kind of like a really nice cult following, and it's very different from other car companies, especially after you buy a Tesla. You will always be connected to the brand. There will always be monthly or even weekly software updates to keep consumers happy. Last but not least is some brand new Tesla customer service, because Tesla right now isn't just hiring more people for battery production, car manufacturing, etc. They're also hiring more people to address complaints to the CEO of Tesla, Musk, on Twitter. This is pretty interesting, and this is something that we've never really seen before. All the other major car companies and also major companies out there, you usually gotta like email them through like a press release about any of your concerns. But right now, if you kind of want to complain, if you want to have some new ideas, just simply go on Twitter and tell them. And they'll have someone that sorts everything out, looks through it, and see what needs to be done. And this is pretty nice, especially if you're hunting for a job and you want to work from home and all you want to do is look at Twitter tweets. This is definitely the remote service job for you, especially how it's super easy. Tesla wants someone to address social media escalations and direct it directly to Musk. I can't really see a more funner job than this, especially how you get paid from looking at Twitter tweets and then you get like direct access to Elon Musk and to talk to him. I think that seems like a pretty awesome Twitter job. And you gotta like look at different escalations, administration processes, and also different special projects, what people are talking about. Usually a lot of really cool things from Tesla actually come out from Twitter. For example, like dog mode, which is kind of like you put your pets in the car and could turn on like the AC or heat, whatever it is. There's also like video conferences in Teslas now because people keep requesting them. There's also more games. There's like arcades and stuff like that. And a lot of the software updates and the little itty bitty things that really make the Tesla vehicles super personalized and to your feel is from Twitter. A lot of users, they talk about on Twitter, like for example, they can't really do conferences in the car and now you can. Musk is used on Twitter. He usually has a lot of memes. This is very unique. I mean, no other car company in the world actually does this thing. You could send your complaints and also your requests and your decisions on Twitter and someone actually look at it and then direct it to like the higher ups. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. We definitely will be having more news on the autopilot and also other stuff in the markets. More price targets most likely will be coming in for Tesla since we finally have someone brave enough on Wall Street to give Tesla a $1,000 price target. And we also will be seeing more and more stuff on Twitter. Let's just see how this Twitter thing starts and how this ends, because a lot of the cool things in Tesla were talked about on Twitter and eventually they did become a reality. And hiring someone that just simply looks at tweets is honestly a pretty cool job. If you guys want it, I guess definitely go on Tesla.com and file in your results if you really want this Twitter job. It's pretty nice. They probably pay you pretty well too. And we also should be seeing more news about the robotaxi network since Tesla is updating the software every 5 to 10 days. And the software right now is getting smarter than ever before. So we also should be seeing major increases in the autopilot team. And let's see what the sales are for this quarter. I'm pretty interested about Tesla. The factories right now that are currently under construction will be finishing up in the next few months, and also perhaps 2 new gigafactories this year being planned, one in India and one most likely in Indonesia. Thanks for watching.